Hi, welcome to 5 Minutes Review of Skinny Girl in Transit Season 7, Episode 1. If about this time you haven't seen it yet, yeah, I'm so sorry for you, because in this 5 minutes review or discussion, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. Now, if you are not a follower of Skinny Girl in Transit, I don't know what it is you did with your time during the pandemic. If you are into it, you know what I mean. So come closer. If you're not into it, you don't know what I'm talking about, go. Run, as I'm talking to you now, run to Danny TV and go and start from season 1, because this story will get you confused. Now for season 7, episode 1, it started with Mide and Tiwa's baby's naming ceremony. As usual, we all know how Yoruba naming ceremonies can be like. Everybody would bring their own names, and the baby had a lot of names, but the name I would like to stick with is Nifemi, which is the name that Shalewa gave to the baby, right? Now, at the naming ceremony, they begin to introduce us to a lot of all the other characters that we have already been used to from season 1. So there's Mommy Tiwa, who is doing the singing, the praise. Of course, we all know Mommy Tiwa and her theatrics. Honestly, I didn't know how much I miss this woman until this season started again. We said that Shalewa got a text on her phone about an appointment, which we didn't know in that instance what it was about, but I knew that the way she was being coded, I knew something was up. Now, it pans to Mide and Tiwa talking about a bet they had for $1,000. I don't know what that is, to be frank. I didn't really get to understand what the bet was about. If it was about the mother or about Wally. Now, Wally is Mommy Tiwa's prophet, and that guy he does the most. He does the most. And here we were thinking, okay, nice one. They rounded up this scene with no drama. Wally walks in. Oh Lord, my father. And he starts again with his usual rubbish. How he's like, the spirit revealed to him, this, that, blah, blah, blah. That first scene was so good. Now, Mohammed comes into the picture and Shalewa is trying to run away from him. If you have watched the other seasons, you would know that Mohammed was one of her past lovers who had the issue of infidelity. And then there is the other one who was a very violent person. Now, I really love the fact that the next scene talked about her going to seek healing in therapy. I did not expect that at all. And I really like that they brought in the therapy thingy. I would like to say that, I can't remember the name of the therapist, but I love her voice. She has a very good command of English, and I love that. Now, it pans to the usual Mide and Tiwa being all lovey-dovey. I think this was what made us fall in love with the series in the first place. And I like that this season, episode 1 did not go without them showing us a bit more about their life. And we see that Mide is being Mide as usual. He thanks her for being an amazing person, thanks her for being an amazing wife, thanks her for bringing their child into the world, and thanks her for being, everything else. And he starts to rain this woman some amounts of dollars, And here we were, I was doing, oh my God, Mr. Macaulay. Only for the Tiwa to reciprocate. I love that. I loved it so much that both of them have the same thoughts to actually gift each other something. I really love that. I love that part of it. Now, it pans to Mohammed calling Shalewa over and over again to see if they could meet up, and Shalewa being all, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't think I want to. Now, what happens is she keeps running away from her problem, which was what she was saying at the therapy session. I felt a bit of pity for Mohammed, and then I said, no, cheats don't deserve pity. They don't deserve pity, because that's one thing they're very good at. Seeking forgiveness and being very pitiful, that you now forget, oh, let me keep forgiving this person. That's how women keep forgiving them. I didn't get to see much of Bisola. That Auntie Tito. Yes, Tito is her name. Except for during the naming ceremony. We find out that Mommy Tiwa is now a YouTuber. And as a YouTuber, she got an email where a company was trying to get her to market or advertise a bleaching cream and a waist trainer. Immediately they mentioned this, I knew in my heart that Mommy Tiwa was going to say, oh, I can do the waist trainer. She did not disappoint me. Oh my God. She didn't disappoint me at all. Basically, they introduced everybody to us in this first episode, and I love where it is going. Mide being an amazing husband, an amazing father, obviously, changing the baby's diapers when Tiwa is being, Mide says, oh, my sister is coming in. And Tiwa is like, okay, let's take her to dinner. And he's like, no, we can do that another time. And Tiwa mentions that it's been 6 weeks since I gave birth. And oh my God, this man that was fully dressed to go to work was removing his clothes. Like, oh no, we can't. I was like, God, can you ever separate men from sex? Can you separate men from sex? Honestly, tell me. And he goes to work, and throughout the meetings, all the meetings, he kept checking his time. Like, oh guy, you just got to work. Would you calm the fuck down? Would you calm down? We understand 6 weeks seems like such a long time, but And the sister comes in again, trying to stop him from going. I felt pity for him. I was like, all this rush, you will still reach out at the end of the day. Calm down. Till I know they run. Now, this episode ends with Mohammed proposing to Shalewa. Her friend had deceived her with a code, purple or whatever, and Shalewa runs out of the house to the said address, and we saw that Mohammed knelt down to propose to her. And the episode ended. To be frank, I think that this episode gave everything it was supposed to give. It introduced everybody to us, from the aunties, Mommy Shalewa, to the auntie's son who lives in the house with them, to Marianne Okoli. I can't remember what her name is. To Wally, to everybody else. And I'm ready for it. Like, I'm ready for this thing. And we'll see how the rest of the series plays out. See you in the next series.